The next exercise is to work on his left hand, on his balance, because I noticed in the past years that I've been working with a lot of beginners and with a lot of adults and kids, and when I teach I can see that in the beginning they don't realize that the left hand should be pointing to the ball. Of course you can point with your elbow, but in the beginning I always think pointing a little bit with your hand it's easier. Of course not too much, but that you control, because if they just pointing with the hand they are facing to the court, which is another mistake, and it's exactly this that we're gonna correct on this exercise. And for this exercise, what do you need? You need a cup or a glass of water and full of water to do the exercise, and for them to understand should be full of water. Remember, these lessons are a little bit boring and it's part of your job to make it more fun. So what you can do is to say some jokes for your students or bring different things to the court, and at the same time have more fun on court while you learn. What is, I think, your goal, and if you do it, I think is one of the best ways to teach. So on this exercise we're going to work on the technique but with the water, and what we're going to do is we're going to give them the glass of water. Of course we're going to explain the exercise first, and the exercise is simple. We just need to do the first step. Again, the racket faces to the fence, and we're gonna keep the glass full of water, like imagine this is a glass full of water on our left hand. So we are here, we do the first position, and instead of holding the racket with the left hand, we're gonna keep the glass of water, and then we're gonna run as I explained in the exercise, and you're gonna see later. We're gonna run, we need to play, and the racket goes over till your left shoulder without touching on the glass. What is this cut doing is helping you to keep balance and to control. So if the ball is a little bit lower, you need to bend your knees, but you need to keep your hand at the same position. If the hand is going down, the water is going to the floor and you're gonna have the court all wet, then you cannot play. If you play also too fast, what is gonna happen? You're gonna lose the control and the balance of the shot. So in this exercise, we want you, or in this case, this player, to be focused and balanced, and at the same time to remember what he's doing. Playing slow is the only way to assimilate new things and to memorize the exercise and the idea. One of the things is to explain very well the exercise, to show him once or twice in different positions of the court, and then to do one time or two or three without a ball, for him to have the feeling, and the racket goes behind the ball and up. And this pronation that he does, I mean this like the windshield of the car, that like this, is exactly the same as we work in the beginning of the lesson, with the exercise next to the net and doing just the pronation to his left shoulder. So it's exactly the same, but now he needs to pay attention and not touching on the cup to don't spill the water out. This exercise helps the players a lot, is one of the best ways to work on their left hand. Of course it's not going to be in the beginning, you need to show them, you need to show different positions as I said, and show also their mistakes, what they do wrong, and most important, what they can do better. So focus always on the things they are doing good, on the things they are doing already better. And then in the same exercise, now without the cup, what you're gonna do is you're gonna show him to point to the ball, the same position, and he's gonna play where the ball is pointing, and then he's gonna finish for now with the left hand on the shoulder. So again, this is the beginning. This is to teach the basics, to play high competition, to play competition, or just to play for fun. If they want to play for fun, they need to learn the basics as well, because if they don't learn, they cannot have fun, because they play slow, they don't run a lot, they don't sweat. So it's really difficult to have fun when you don't know how to play your sport. And remember, once again, of course, we're gonna teach to play where the hand is and go up with the hand, but of course later, if he plays competition and if he needs to play better, we know that the hand needs to come to the chest and stay in this position, and not every time he needs to hold the racket in the hand. This is the beginning. Once again, you don't need to be focused on the final product, in this case the final technique. Is just the beginning, is what is going to help them to understand better the technique, is what is going to help them to create the basis, and then later on we can work in the different things, in specific things then depending on the level we can adapt for every player. It's the beginning once again, and it really works. It's the simplest way to teach tennis, and the players learn really quick and they are more happy in the end because they can enjoy and they can notice, they can feel that they play good.